Hello everyone, and welcome to my first impression video for Stellaris. Now, according to the wiki, Stellaris is a 4X grand strategy video game developed and published by Paradox Interactive. Stellaris's gameplay revolves around space exploration, managing an empire, and diplomacy and warfare with other spacefaring civilizations. That was hard for me to say because I'm an idiot. Anyway, so I put about 6 hours into this game. It said Steam said 6. That was before my audio test, and then after my audio test, somehow for some reason it went down to 5 hours. I'm not sure how that worked. I don't know how I lose time, but yeah, I did about 5 or 6 hours. Not sure. Anyway, I think it's a very fun game. I've gotten a little addicted to it. Not like addicted, but I mean, the time that I spent playing the game kind of melted away, and I kind of got lost in it for a little while. But it's obviously very different from the other Paradox Grand Strategy games, and I'm obviously playing as Earth, the United Nations of Earth, and I'm having a blast. I'm having a hell of a lot of fun, I can tell you that. Not ashamed to say it. But there's some things that I like about the game and some things that I don't like. Most of the things I do like. Unfortunately, my recorder thing is right up here, so I can't really see the buttons, but I'll try to do my best. But so the things I like is like just the total difference. Also, I absolutely love this goddamn soundtrack. Soundtrack, not soundtracked, but I absolutely love it. Paradox is, I said this in my Hearts of Iron 4 first impression video, but Paradox is absolutely amazing at making outstanding soundtracks. It's just the best soundtracks in the whole freaking world, or some of the best soundtracks. I'm not gonna, say one is best compared to the other one. Now, all video game soundtracks have good about them, but this one is just amazing. Just like Hearts of Iron, just like Crusader Kings, just like EU, just like Victoria, all of them, just amazing. But anyway, it's kind of loud, but I'm gonna turn it down. I'm hopefully gonna switch up the audio levels in editing, so it'll be fine. But where was I going? Just going over a few things, like the government tab. The government's interesting. I haven't really looked at all much about at this, and obviously my budget is pretty crap. But oh well. You have different policies. It's similar to it reminds me of the policies from Hearts of Iron 3. You have a certain policy, and you can choose between a certain number of different policies, I guess. Slavery, and then because of because of my beliefs or something like that, my empire's beliefs, I'm not allowed to choose this. So yeah, so that's how those work, and that's pretty cool.
The demographics tab tracks the makeup and spread of our...
I have the advisor on top, as much as possible, so I can get as much help, just until I get to know about the games. And I obviously haven't gone here before. It's freaking loud in my speakers or my headset. Stop! I've been to this one like 8 times. No, I haven't. But the Empire screen, you can obviously just go over your various different places, and I like how you can put your planets into sectors. Like I have a sector for Dawn over here, because there are 2 planets in this sector that are being managed by the AI, and so that means it's less for me to manage and stuff like that. It's kind of like in Crusader Kings, it's like a duchy and then a count, stuff like that. So that's nice. And then you have your leaders, you have your governors, your scientists who are doing research, and I'll get to that in a minute. You have your admirals that have none, and generals for your armies. I haven't really gotten much into armies. factions, and I don't know what that is. I'm assuming that's like factions within your empire. You have your contacts, which are the other civilizations that you've run into, and you also have yourself right here. You'll just run into civilizations as you start exploring and expanding, and you'll also, like, other civilizations will hear about you and they'll get in contact with you and things like that. Unfortunately, might be coming up against these guys right here, the Jackley Combined Stars. We get into war with these guys, and they're much bigger than I am, and I'm a tiny empire. I'm just realizing. It's my first time playing, so another empire that I ended up finding. Let me get to them. They're right here. There was a planet that it's a planet that I discovered that had life on it, and similar, I guess, kind of like Star Trek style. I made an observation post, an observation space station, and I observed the civilization and learned from them and things like that. And there's also a option that costs like certain resources for me to advance these people into the space age, which is what I did, so that I could have a and that they became my vassal. So that's just an interesting way of doing different things. Here, one of the things I like is your ship design. Now you can have certain types of ships, but you can also design them the way that you'd like. Like, I can have whatever types of weapon systems that I researched, I can put them in certain locations. So you see how this is small, medium, large. I can put them in small or medium. P, I'm not sure what the P is, but this can only go here. I'm not entirely sure what the P is, but I'll put that there. And obviously with the different upgrades and things like that, it costs more maintenance, and it costs more to build and things like that. And your minerals, or like your crystals or your minerals, yeah, minerals are like the things that, like, your cash, and this is like your money for maintenance, which doesn't make any sense, I know. Whatever. So that's that. You can like make your own names up for things and stuff like that. And unfortunately, I'm not very creative, so I don't do that kind of stuff. But it's just nice. It's kind of like in Hearts of Iron 4, you can like design your own divisions and things. It's nice. It's just a nice way of doing things. I like it. I like it a lot. Then you have your situation. It's kind of like your quests or your missions to do. Like, this is like I think the event that came up is like, there's a possible extinction gonna happen on Earth. I just noticed that I could populate that planet, whatever, colonize that planet. And like, this is looking at how different, like, I need to find different planets that that are like used to have civilizations on them and broke down, or like the mass extinctions and stuff like that. Yeah, mass extinctions throughout the ages. And then obviously this is like finding different element specimens and stuff like that. And this is just like, because my ruler likes a certain thing, this is what the ruler wants me to do, and I never end up doing it because screw the ruler. I get a new one like every 5 years or something like that. Now we get into the research. Now, research is pretty simple. It works the way most other research does in games like these. You have someone doing the research. A scientist is head of the research. And I think, however, if there's not a scientist there, you can still do research, but it's just a hell of a lot slower. I'm pretty sure. Now, one of the things that I do not like is that, unlike the other games, there is no like tech tree that you can actually see. This is about it. You just get to see what your next 3 choices are, or sometimes it's 4, and that's it. See how many research points it's going to cost you, and things like that. How many months it's going to take you. You can't tell where you need to go for what you want to get. And I don't know. It's just I feel like it should have some kind of tech tree that you can look at and see what you're going to get. That's just me. I guess I've been kind of spoiled with that, but sue me. I really like the colonization aspect of this game. Let's see. Here's a planet that would be colonized. If it has a what? It's inside another planet or another empire's border. What are you talking about? No, it's not. But if it has like one of these little symbols here, it'd either be red, like that one, which has a low habitability. Yep, I know how to read. Either it has a medium, or if it's green, then that's when it has like good. I think it's like 80 or 100 or something like that. And then you build a colony ship. You got to go to your spaceport, and you build a colony ship, bring it over to here, colonize it, and it takes a while. You got to build up your colony and stuff like that. The ship turns into a small colony, and then the planet and the population grows and things. It's nice. And then let's go over to the place that I colonized. You have a planet summary here, the research output and things like that, and this is all your research, or the resource output rather, not the research, and stuff like that. And you have a governor here. You can change him, and you can do edicts and things like that. It costs influence, which is your influence represents political clout and used for many things like blah blah blah. You can have certain benefits: migration attraction, produce 15% more minerals and things like that, building costs down, construction time down, and things like that. Then you have a surface here, which obviously is the surface of your planet. And there's just different sections where you can build things, and these have different benefits. Like this section, this little card, tile, you can build something that has energy credits. Like if I was to build a power hub, I would get 3 energy credits, and then I'd get that 1 energy credit, but I would lose that 1 mineral. If I wanted minerals, I would build a mining network where I'd get the 2 minerals and then the 1 mineral here, but lose the energy credit. Now, some places are blocked, and you have to do certain research to do to remove the blocking, to clear the blocker. I pointed at it with my finger as if you guys could see that. I do that sometimes. So for this one I would need the mountain range removal technology, and I do not have that. Now this one, the toxic kelp, I have that one, and I can spend some resources to clear it and then use it for a building so I can get 1 physics research. And obviously up here, if you look up here, the research, the better your research, the more research you have, like the research points, the better, or the faster your technology progresses. Now these are your armies. You obviously need armies to conquer other planets whenever you're in a war. You can't just use the ships to defeat the space stuff and then just take the planet. You can't do that, unfortunately. So you have to build armies. You can build defensive armies, and you can build assault armies, and then you have to transport them and you attack. And I haven't done it yet. I'm assuming that's how it all works. You have a spaceport here, which is where you build all your ships. That's pretty self-explanatory, I'm assuming. So when you have your ships, you put them in different fleets, and they have military power. Right here, this little laser-looking thing. Okay, game, come on. This little laser-looking thing. I know that didn't help at all, but these are nice models of the ships. These are the destroyers. But you have this little laser-looking thing, and then a number, that's your military power, presented by whatever, a station or a ship or things like that. So I guess that's pretty much the gist of the game. I played 6 hours, or according to Steam 5 hours for some reason, and so I haven't really gotten much into it. I got my own little system down for a number of ships in each system and things like that, and my armies and things like that in the sector. And oh crap, if you have your civilian ships, I completely forgot about this. Now when you go into a new system, this is like one of the first things I should have explained, but I didn't because I was an idiot and I suck at these things. But when you go into a system, you use a science ship to survey the system, and the science ship needs a scientist, but my scientist died, and there's no new systems for me to survey, so I'm not wasting my influence on getting a new guy or girl. So you survey a system, and when you survey the system, you survey the planets and the sun and all the moons and any kind of asteroids or big rock clusters that are in there. Like in the Sol system, which is our solar system, I had this, obviously the sun, you know, you have all the planets, Do they have Pluto in here? Uranus, Neptune. They don't have Pluto. That's depressing. That's real sad. Wow. Rip Pluto. Oh well. Then we also have like the asteroid field or the asteroid belt. I haven't done any kind of astronomy forever. What is this called? I can't remember. But like you can get resources out of these certain things. So you have to survey it. And then after you're done surveying, you can find out what kind of resources are on this individual floating rock in space or ball of gas. And then you build a mining station for minerals or energy credits, and then for technology type stuff, which is engineering research, you build a research station. So that's how that works. Should have explained that one first. But yes, that's my first impression of the game. It's kind of all over the place, but then again, that's just the way I am as a human being. I'm just all over the place. I'm sure there's some things that I missed, but I've only, like I said, only really played 6 hours of the game. The music is loud right now, but love the music. Like I said, I only played 6 hours of the game. It's a fun game. It's tough to get used to, but I'm pretty sure these guys might attack me soon. I don't think they like me at all, so I'm assuming they're gonna attack me and completely wipe me out and kill me. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully I can grow out this way, maybe get an alliance with this guy, and we can smush him and kill him and murder them. Maybe. But anyway, thanks everyone for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this. I'm gonna hopefully learn more about this game. If you have any suggestions for me to learn, please let me know. If you have any like guides that you know online for this game, or maybe you created a guide yourself, please send them to me and I'll give them a look and I'll give them a read, and hopefully they'll be able to help me out, because I'm sure at this low level of knowledge of the game, anything will really be able to help me out as long as it's truthful. Anyway, thanks everyone, and I'll see you later.